town, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Utah Utes taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Utes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So West Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got a man. It's Brake. Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the back. Wide open spaces. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gallagher. He's loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So Utah's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
To the air, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll give it on the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about the defense loading up? What are you thinking? You're thinking run, right? 3rd and inches. I got to get up to the line of scrimmage, bring all those bodies. They throw the football, but they quickly have all those bodies near the line of scrimmage, convert it to a pass rush, get the quarterback on the ground. Big stop for the defense.
And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And now on second down for this offense. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. On the run, it's Parker. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll take it himself. Ball's out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. That's caught. It's White. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. They'll try the run, and they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Stands in and takes the hit. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bowie. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Gallagher. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's White. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
Gonna swing it on second down. And the defense got him at the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Hauls it in. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He breaks a tackle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here on third down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Davis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Look out, he's got room. Lots of running room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for the end zone. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Dampier. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Utes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for room, it's White. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Lost to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the quarterback goes down. The sack. The heat was too much. There are penalty markers down, but I think it's against the offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Open space at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Turning on the jet. could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
West Virginia.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
The Utes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. To the air. It's Dampier. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And the Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Catch in the middle, it's White. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Catch in the middle, it's Bray. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gallagher. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchup.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.